Hey there. After yesterday, yesterday was my second day of ketamine treatment. I did my full dose was 400 milligrams, I believe. And yeah, I had new intentions, as well as carrying over the old intentions. And I wanted to share my experience. And I am so grateful to say, because it's not everybody's experience. Not everybody, this is their medicine. But for me, it's definitely been my medicine so far. Even with the rockiness I felt today, because that's all part of it, right? So today, I had my first ketamine last Friday, and it was beautiful, full of love, so much healing work. All my relatives, grandparents, people I loved, everybody was there showering me with love, and I forgave anyone if they hadn't given me enough love, right? They did the best they could. There was all kinds of forgiving and feeling of their love, and I needed that. And why did I need that? Well, I did a lot of integration over the last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Monday, 4 days. And felt like this one yesterday that I did needed to be focused on that dark space that is there that I go to. The heaviness, the painful spaces, but I also wanted to hold it all with love. I wanted to go in gently. And ketamine does that. It takes you right where and amplifies what you want to work on, and it brings in whatever you need brought in. It was unbelievable. And the music is so important, and me going inward and having blindfolds on, amazing. I can't exactly remember where it began, but there was a part of where everything was so holy. I don't know, but I was at a church. It was in a big, grand church, and me and the church, we have, in real life, like, I have some discomfort in churches. And I can take it for a little bit. I think it's beautiful for a little bit, but in my journey, it was beautiful, and I understood it, and I understood mosques and temples and all those spaces that are created for people to have sacred time. And that also went into nature and the earth, and how beautiful and magical everything is, and how insignificant everything is. And it was so big that it was meaningless, yet it was so small, and it was so important. I just have this small plant in my memory from it, and it was unbelievable how I felt towards everything. So much understanding and love, and so that was amazing, and had made some peace with God and Jesus and and all of those things, and knew that everyone needed that. Maybe it wasn't God or Jesus or temples. Everyone needs space and moments with nature, with divine, with whatever, just with themselves, slowing down, being and seeing and having this gratitude for this magic that we are around. And then there was this piece that from that went into the pain. Trump entered my journey, and all the people that are in pain and hurting other people. And I could just see them as their pain. They're like, I'm harming people. They're just showing me their pain. And if I take judgment or offense or get defensive, there's no point in that. What the point is you're showing me your pain. I'm so sorry. And let's be human. Let me treat you with respect. And maybe you can get to know me, and maybe we can do some healing, and then maybe, but if a person doesn't want to, right? I'm just going to respect them, protect myself, and continue working on doing the whatever is right. You know, everybody needs to feel powerful. Everybody needs to feel control, and give people that control, right? Like, just, we got to give people what they need, and not without hurting other people. So I just had that huge thing, like, I don't have to be angry anymore. My biggest gift is that lack of judgment and harming of others. And then on the other hand, I also realize that I feel so intensely, if it's about me, if it's somebody I care about, I have a really hard time doing that, not judging, loving. I go into that darkness that I'm going to eventually, talk about. And it's the opposite for me and people I care about. It's like they must be attacking me. It can't be that they're in pain and that I can hold myself. No, it all meant, well, then there's something wrong with me. And I just go back to childhood when I was so bullied and had this learning disability and so bullied and not worthy. And then, the times I had a single mom, like, there's going to be times I wasn't held, or I needed, and I didn't get what I needed. And so all of that is coming up in this darkness, and in when people are angry at me. And I'm like, you're angry at me. Oh, that's right. I shouldn't be on this planet. Oh, that's right. I don't belong here. And so when others trigger that by just doing what they're supposed to do, because they've had experiences of hurt and trauma, and they are hurtful to me, or they don't get me, and then I have this not healthy reaction of defensiveness, right? I go into teenage child. No, see me, understand me. And now I'm seeing, like, oh, it's because of the past. I go into this, I probably still need to take care of myself in those moments, but I've got to remember not to attack, not to get defensive. Just stop, take care of me. And then when I'm available to be curious and really get into myself, show compassion. You did A, B, C. What were you feeling? What was going on? Is this, just kindness, respect, care, even if it's a judgment about me. It's really not a judgment about me. Even if it's even if it's an attitude, even if it's grumpiness, even if it's their own emotions, I can know that it's not that something's wrong with me, and there's more to get into that. But so that came up, the darkness, the heaviness, the paralyzing. Yeah, that switch kind of went on, and then it went off, and maybe it'll come back, but I got to keep working at it. I got to work at it. And I have an opportunity now. My brain is all kinds of open. And today was hard. Today, almost sometimes I felt like I was still on ketamine. I was having different perspective changes, seeing things a different way, and being like, whoa, okay. I was really myself, but then something jumped in. and was like, oh my God, no. And my whole body, I felt it like I've never felt it before. This deep pain in my chest. And and then I did acupuncture, and that helped. But then I was still not too steady. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I'm taking the day off after. I feel really good now, but yeah, that was a bit nerve-wracking, but it's all part of my integration. It's like I asked to go to the darkness, and I have to work that space that I'm trying to change, that I'm trying to see and feel, and I'm working it, because ketamine isn't about you take this magic medicine, you go on this thing, and then you're all better. No, it's about integrating as long as possible. There is something incredible that is possible, that I've gone through and that others have gone through. And then sometimes it doesn't do anything for some people. I don't know, but it's worth trying to see if it will. It really is. But yeah, so I gotta look at my notes. Let's see. So yeah, weighted heaviness, unlocking what's hidden, and offer love. Yeah, I wanted to keep taking care of myself, and I have been. I've been walking every day and doing yoga. Realizations that I had. Yeah, I guess maybe I did a lot of grieving, a lot of crying, a lot of thinking about my children. Oh yeah, I was definitely. I think they could trigger me, like, really. And in my journey, I had this thing I needed to remind them and keep reminding them that of their beauty in this world, and that there's so much beauty in this world, everything. And the more that they distract themselves and not just be, like, there's opportunity. And so I talked to my youngest, and right after, and he actually shed some tears. I was like, what happened? I just feel emotion. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, so sweet. Yeah, there's a lot of relationship stuff that came up, a lot of wanting to be closer to people. And actually, I've been offering and cooking and giving to others daily since, even, yeah. Yeah, so this is my day 2. I'm sure there'll be a lot more integration, a lot more. I might have missed some things. But I'm really extremely hopeful about this medicine. Never did I think it would do what it does, but I will tell you this. For me, I have tried other psychedelics in my life with the intention of healing and doing healing work. They haven't been anything like this has been. And that's exciting, and that's beautiful. And the more I talk to other clinicians and the prescribers, the more excited I get. It's, like I said, it's not for everyone. And if you don't try it, you don't know if it's not for you. If you try it, the creativity might spark, the healing, the enjoyment of life, the getting, just the possibilities sound pretty amazing and feel pretty amazing, just from my last 2. And I've got 6 more to go, and I'm happy to share more. I think I'm going to get a recorder for the next time, which will be next Friday. Because there's these things when I'm in it, I'm like, I don't want to forget, but I cannot scream it out. Part of me is like, scream it out loud for the clinician to hear. Another part's like, I can't. And so I kind of said it really quietly. I think that's what I'll do, because there's like these things that happen in my memory, not the greatest. And I did a lot of accepting that in my LD and my ADHD and all those cognitive symptoms, it's cognitive stuff. Yeah, so much honoring and forgiveness and acceptance. Those words they meant something, but this just took it above, beyond. Anyway, I don't want to push anyone. I'm not trying to push anyone. I'm just trying to share my story. And that's it. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, morning, evening, or sleep. This is Kristen Larson-Samalus, Journey Clinical, Tree of Life Counseling Clinician. Take care. Oh, Hartford, Connecticut.